Here in America, we have gourmet treats for puppies. We have these amazing groomers for dogs. Well, in Venezuela, they eat the dogs. And it started because they don't have firearms. They do not have a way to protect themselves, to defend themselves against a tyrannical government. So I wanted to go down and confront him.
Yep, I decided to do this in front of my Venezuelan flag. Hi, I'm MariaFernanda, and I'm from Venezuela, okay? Born and raised. My mother still lives in Venezuela with two of my siblings, and they do not eat dog. They eat chicken or beef from the grocery store. While I, like most Venezuelan people, agree that the Second Amendment is incredibly important for any citizen to have, we don't agree with misinformation about our own fucking country. Because you could have been talking about Venezuela for the last, 30 years instead of spreading misinformation about us and making us basically a pariah. What are people going to think when I tell them that I'm Venezuelan after watching you? Honestly, what are they going to think? Not that I fucking care, but still, I have a child. And also, I've had dogs my entire life, even in Venezuela. I've had multiple dogs in Venezuela that were with me for years, decades, until they naturally died. And we buried them. We didn't eat them, okay? You talk about this tyrannical government, like the US government hasn't been sending billions of dollars to that tyrannical government. So what are you doing here? Are you playing both sides? Are you literally trying to kill off the Venezuelan population by starving them? Because that's what it looks like to me. So let's do this. Unless you learn how to read about Venezuela and our history and what's going on there in the last 25 years to 30 years, keep Venezuela out of your mouth. Okay? This is coming from a Venezuelan. Do not talk about us unless you're going to talk correctly or unless you're going to be informative about the things that are actually going on there. Don't start talking about us until you realize that the US also had a hand in what's going on in Venezuela. Okay? So until then, keep Venezuela out of your goddamn mouth. Respectfully.